Namaskar. Welcome to Conversations with Rakesh. I got a very nice question, a comment from one of my viewers on my video. The viewer is Shakir Borbhuyan. Thank you, Shakir Bhai. And he says, Rakesh sir, as an aspiring entrepreneur building my own tea brand, how can I develop a compelling brand story and communicate it effectively to customers in a way that builds trust and emotional connection? What role does storytelling play in business communication? Very nice question, Shakir Borbhuyan sir. See, the moment you talked about tea, when I was a small kid, people of my generation would remember one of the most famous tea brands on television those times. This was Lipton, and the advertisement was there's a tiger, and then there is this hunk of a man with big mustaches in a jeep coming and standing in front of the tiger and drinking chai, kadak chai. Now, the ad is silly, we get it, but I have never forgotten it. So the moment you said tea, my mind goes there. So let's take the easy part of your question first, that are stories important for business communication? The answer is hands down yes. Because stories create emotional patterns in the brain. Those emotional patterns create more imagination in the brain. When the mind of your audiences and listeners are imagining things with your words, they are listening to you, their attention is very high, their brain is processing. And when the brain is processing, probably the retention and absorption is also very high. And the most important, your mind starts to change in the direction that they want it to change. So very important for all of us to become storytellers. But again, don't go ahead of yourself. You have to use it with the right judicious mix of facts and fantasy. The advertisement world can create advertisements like this, which are very silly, like शेर के आगे खड़े हो जाओ और चाय पियो. I mean, in real life, none of us do that and should not. It's dangerous. But remember, advertising industry knows कि the mind of all the people who are on social media is so difficult to catch कि अगर मैं कुछ silly नहीं करूंगा, उनके दिमाग में attack नहीं करूंगा, वो देखेंगे ही नहीं. So they do that. For people like you and me who are using communication in day-to-day business presentations and communications, we have to also realize that our audiences are not stupid. So the story has to get inside the mind, but also quickly connect with the logic and the reasoning that they understand, because that's where they change. So I'll give you some basic examples. Last week, I was in this entrepreneurial pitching contest, and I had to do a workshop along with my colleagues and very nice people. And we helped them with storytelling, and one of them's pitch was amazing. So when after the workshop, after learning storytelling, this is how they pitched. Before the workshop, their pitch was, we come from the east of India. We work with the people living in those east of India and the jungles and villages, and they make these bags. And they showed this bag, brilliant bag, a lady's handbag. And we helped them with storytelling. So after the workshop, the storytelling and the pitch, this is how they spoke. That here is a bag. If you look at this bag, there is this material. This is a special type of grass that grows in a certain part of this area where these people live. And this grass is so strong that if you tie it together, you can pull even a bullock cart. And about 200 years ago, people used to use these ropes made of this grass to pull cannons and heavy artillery and transfer things from one place to the other. And that story resonated so much. And the bag is beautiful. Then they talked about another story, that how they help these people living in these villages get jobs. Every bag sold gives them most of the share, so they have a better life. And it was a winning story. So we were able to see everything. So stories do so many things, but most important, they fire up the imaginations of the listeners. We can see this village. We can see this forest, we can see the grass, we can see the guns and artillery and heavy bullock carts, and we can feel the product. And when that mind is so strongly connected with the product, you might buy it or you might invest in this company. So stories are very, very important. All of you learn the art of storytelling, but with the right judicious mix. My sincere request is, if you are a beginner in storytelling, 20% of your speaking time should be a story. The remaining could be used in other areas of pitching and storytelling and other things, persuasive communication. If you're a good storyteller, 50%. If you're a master storyteller, then there is nothing but stories. And I think master communicators are great storytellers. And that's where they create these ideas which make people talk about it, they remember, and they propagate these ideas as you go forward. Now let's look at the difficult part of your question, that you are an entrepreneur in the tea business or whatever business you have. How do you use stories? So I have 3 recommendations for you. The first kind of story that you should use so that your product, brand, and business connects with it and your audiences connect with this is the first kind of story, that tell a story on what's the problem in this market. Let's say you're in the tea business. So what's the problem in the tea business? And how does your product solve that problem? There must be a story there. Dhundo story ko. And, I remember there was this one entrepreneurial story. I don't remember if it is Richard Branson or Uber or somebody. They were saying that I was waiting for a taxi or I was waiting for a transportation and I didn't get one. And that's where I thought that I need to solve this problem. And I created this company which solves this problem better than anybody else. What a great story. There's a problem and then there's a solution. So story number 1, what's the problem in the market you are operating in? And what's your solution to solve that problem? That is story number 1. So think through a story about that. It has to be rational. It has to sound truthful. Don't, go ahead and be unethical. The stories can be lies. That's the whole part of storytelling, that most of it is a figment of someone's imagination. So don't forget that. But please remember, your audiences will appreciate if it's a true story, if there is a proof that this story happened, or you can produce something. So story number 1, what's the problem? What's the solution that solves the problem? The second kind of story is my favorite. What makes you the best person for this business? What's your personal story? And personal stories are the most powerful. I can't tell you the power of an incident of your life that connects with the problem you're working on, and hence you created this tea company. And that's your personal story. So many entrepreneurs and stories of a personal person struggling and then creating a company are things we never forget. So I was working with one of my very dear friends. He runs a very successful business, and his personal stories are so powerful that people connect with them. In fact, a very big part of his entrepreneurial pitch is his personal story, that why am I doing what I'm doing? So that's the second kind of story, your personal story, and connect it to your venture or your brand or your product. So that's the second story. Third kind of story is product, or this product that you are making, is product se kya hoga? What's the impact? Isse matlab duniya mein kya shift hoga? That's the third kind of story. And that's where the words imagine a day is a story. And your product should change that world and create that world. So imagine the world where somebody is drinking this chai and it probably gives them some health benefits. It helps them make the world a better place. That's the kind of story. So the story number 3 is, आपके इस product या idea से क्या हो जाएगा? क्या उखाड़ लोगे is a dialogue which is said in some amazing series. But again, without sounding derogatory and funny, what will this product do? A story on that. And if you look at many businesses, they talk about it, that after this product, you will get this kind of a benefit. I'm doing this product to make this world slightly better, safer for someone else. Environment, children, education, find an impact. So let me summarize the 3 kinds of stories that you should do for your brand product so that there is a long-term positive impact for your product. Story number 1, what's the problem in the area or industry you're operating in, and what's the solution? So that's the first kind of story. Second kind of story, your personal story. Why are you doing it? You can have a better life. Entrepreneurship is not fun. क्यों कर रहे हो ये? Your personal story. And the third is product, is brand से क्या हो जाएगा? A story on that. Imagine a day when this happens. So if you can do these three kinds of stories, my dear friend, I think your product, your brand can really be very positive, can be good. You can generate jobs, make money, which can help you and the world around you better. Storytelling is very powerful. Do little every day. And then when you become comfortable and you start seeing your audiences eating out of your hands, do more. But be careful. With great power comes great responsibility. Stories can also be lies and can be damaging to someone's life, which is what a lot of people do. So please be a lot more ethical in this power of storytelling, because it has the power of changing your audiences and make you a lot more successful. So on that note, stay safe.